He fell in love with the girl I was, not the girl I am. The more he stays, the more he hates that he came. The more he stays, the more he...
Hey everyone, it's Rochelle. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this full-on glam nighttime makeup look for you guys. If you want to see how I got the look, then please continue to watch the video. Let's get started. Okay, so I don't know why I'm posing, but yeah, anyways, let's get into it. So I'm gonna apply some primer all over my face. This is gonna ensure that my foundation lasts all day long, and I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, the one that I always use. It gives me... Next, I'll be taking the SHANY Cosmetics. This is the Masterpiece 7 Layers All-in-One Makeup Set. So you get eyeshadows, a lipstick palette, and also a cream concealer palette as well, and blushes. So I'm going to work from this today, and I'm going to move on to some color correcting. So I'm going to grab the orange shade, so it's like an orangey shade, and this is just going to help to correct my dark circles because I do have them. I apply it under my eyes, at the side of my mouth, and under my nose area, and I'm just going to go in with a damp beauty blender sponge just to blend out the concealer. A lot of you guys always ask me, what do I have on my beauty blender sponge? It's just water, so it's not soaking wet, but it's just a little damp. Now we're going to move on to foundation. So I've been using this quite a lot. Well, I've been using this for about 2 weeks now, and this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid mixed with the MAC Pro Long Wear Foundation. I love the fact that the Pro Long Wear is a long lasting wear foundation, and I love the coverage that I get with MAC Studio Fix Fluids. So I mixed them together, and I got this little idea from my girl Sandra Deluxe that told me to try it out, and I absolutely love how it works together. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in with a damp beauty blender sponge as well. Going back into that same concealer palette, I'm going to grab the concealers that is a few shades lighter than my skin tone, and I'm just going to mix these two shades together, and I'm just going to apply it under my eye area to brighten it up. So we're going to go ahead and do some highlighting. You guys are used to seeing me doing my highlight with cream products, so I'm basically doing the same thing I always do. I'm going to apply it under my eye area, and I'm also going to blend it out, of course. Now for this look is definitely like nighttime. This is not something I do every day, and it's not something I do like, you know, during the day and stuff. I keep it a little bit more simple, but for night I like to go all out, and I like to get like really glammed up, and you know, I like the drama. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it. So this is more of like a full coverage makeup look. If you're not a full coverage girl and this doesn't work for you, you don't have to do this. You can take what you want from the steps that I do. So I just went back into my Studio Fix Fluid just to kind of hide the highlight line, if that makes any sense. So I kind of because it's a bit bright, I just put a little bit of the foundation onto my sponge, and then I apply it onto the highlight because it's super bright, and I'm just going to run that along down my nose, and I already applied some on my chin area and applied on my cupid's bow, and of course my forehead. I call this the tree of life. So yeah, I'm making that little tree right there. Those are the branches. Just kidding. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and blend that out, obviously, because we're not gonna leave it like that. We gotta blend that. I'm also gonna fill in my brows and do one eye off camera as well, and then we're gonna work on the second eye. So let's move on to the eye. I'm going to take the SHANY Cosmetics Eye and Lip Primer. So it's a very nude base, and I'm going to apply this on my eyelid, and this is just going to ensure that the eyeshadow lasts longer, and it's also going to make the eyeshadow look really, really pigmented, even though these eyeshadows are pretty much pigmented, but this actually adds, you know, like them look more pigmented. To fill in the brows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. Let me know if you guys want to see a more detailed brow tutorial. Now I'm going to go into the SHANY Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to grab this light brown eyeshadow. So it's like a warm brown. You know, I like my warm browns. And I'm just going to pop that a little above the crease. So this will be our transition color. And I'm using a large blending brush to apply the eyeshadow, and I'm pulling it outwards. The brush that I'm using is the Sigma E40 brush. So now we're going to go ahead and apply the lid color. I'm going to take this bronzy coppery shade. Well, it looks more bronzy copper. on my skin, and I'm going to pop that onto the eyelid, and I'm applying it in a patted motion. As you can see, when you pat the eyeshadow on, this is just going to make the eyeshadow look more pigmented, and it's going to be more vibrant. Then we're going to move on to a darker brown. So this one is by Makeup Geeks. Not exactly sure of the name, but I'll list it in the description bar down below, and I'm just going to place that into the crease. So it's a dark brown. It's just going to make the crease look really defined. Now we're going to go into applying some glitter, because I wanted to just add some glitter and make it look a little fancy, and I'm using MAC's Reflex Bronze Glitter. I don't like using glitter adhesive with this type of glitter because it's kind of fine. I do like, however, wet my brush with some MAC Fix Plus Spray just to apply it. And then we're going to move on to mascara. So I'm just applying mascara to the top lashes, and as you guys can see today, we are not doing any wing liner. Woohoo! No wing liner today, but you can if you want to. So now I'm going to move on to lashes. So I'm going to apply these lashes off camera. These lashes are by Lash Bunny, and they are mink lashes. I will list the name of the lashes in the description bar down below. However, like I mentioned before, working with glitter can be a pain in the butt, so you could do your eyes first and then do your foundation, which I should have done that. I know better, but I didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and I did some cleaning up, and I reapply my concealer on the bottom. And as you can see, I kind of pulled the concealer out to help sharpen the outer corner of the eye to give it like that winged out effect without applying tape to the eye. So now I'm going to apply some powder just to set the concealer into place. I'm using the Laura Mercier powder, and I do apply quite a bit and dust it away later on. Next, I'll be applying that warm brown eyeshadow that I place into the crease along my bottom lash line, and the brush that I use is the Smith 256 brush. For the inner corner of my eyes, I'm going to take a vanilla matte shade, and I'm going to apply it in the inner corner. And I thought I was actually filming that scene, and I wasn't, so I apologize for that. So we're just going to move on to the eyeliner, and I'm using a black eyeliner pencil to line my waterline. And I'm also going to do a bit of tight lining, and I go back in with the same Smith Cosmetics brush, just with a bit of the eyeshadow in the brush, just to blend it out at the bottom, make it look nice and smoky. And we're going to add some mascara to the bottom lashes. Now that the eyes are completed, I'm going to go ahead and warm up my skin. I'm going to use some bronzer. I'm using the Matte Mineralize Skin Finish Powder in Dark Deep. I apply it in the hollows of my cheek, along my forehead area, pretty much all over my face, but I also go in a bit more in the hollows of my cheek because I also use this to contour my cheeks as well. And we're having a moment here. What's going on? So next I'm going to go into my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Banana, because I felt like my contour wasn't sharp enough. It wasn't really clean, so I applied under my contour, and I'm just going to let that sit on my face and bake. And I use the damp sponge to apply it. So now we're going to move on to one of my favorite things to do, highlighting. So I'm using the SHANY Cosmetics fan brush. I'm really loving this brush, by the way, and I'm applying the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood Illuminator on the highest point of my cheek, and you know I'm getting my whole entire life because I love to highlight. And I'm also going to go into Starlight by Anastasia Beverly Hills as well, Illuminator, and I'm going to apply it at the highest point, so right at the top of my cheekbones. Yes, come through with that glow, honey. And I want to look like I'm actually going somewhere, so I changed my top and I put on a little dress for you guys. I'm not really going anywhere. I never really go anywhere. But anyways, I'm dusting away all that excess powder, and I'm using a powder brush also by SHANY Cosmetics. Now we're going to go in on the lips. A lot of you guys were feeling this lippy on Snapchat. So the lippy that I use is by Velvet 59. It's in the shade Kalia. I hope I said that correctly. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. This brand is fairly new to me. I got it when I was at BeautyCon New York, but these liquid lipsticks are really, really good. I love the formulation of it. And then I'm going to top off with some Colored Rain, and this is Sugar by Colored Rain. I love this shade. I mix them together, and I love the way both of them look together. However, I went ahead and add a bit more Velvet 59 on it because I wanted to have like a pinky mauve look. It looks more like pinky in the video because of my lighting, but it's more on the pinky mauve shade, I guess. So I'm going to go in with some MAC Fix Plus spray just to refreshen the skin, add a bit of glow. The season is really dry because it's getting cold, so my skin feels kind of dry. So I definitely have to use my MAC Fix Plus spray just to make that skin look nice and glowy. So yeah, this is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like. Oh, and by the way, you guys, I was going to include a outfit of the night. I got all dressed up. I was going to show you guys my dress and my shoes, but my camera lady, aka my daughter, who was supposed to help me film the clothing part of the video, actually fell asleep, so I wasn't able to do that for you guys. But if you guys want to see like clothing video and stuff like that, please let me know because I would love to do those. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video very soon. I love you guys. Bye.